GunTab is currently the only safe way to pay for guns, accessories, and ammo online. GunTab is safe because it's escrow, meaning we hold on to your payment until you receive what you paid for. That way you can't get scammed. This is a quick tutorial on how you can use GunTab to pay safely and easily when you're buying on GunBroker or anywhere else online. First, sign into your GunTab account. If you don't have one already, it's really easy to open one. It takes less than a minute and it's completely free. You can check out our other video on how to do that. Now for the fun part, starting your transaction. It's just a two-step process. I'll go through it in detail, but if you don't need all the detail, feel free to skip ahead. So let's say you found something online you want to buy, like a rifle. It's time for you to use GunTab to send a payment offer to the seller. All you do is go to the dashboard and click Pay for Something. In this first step, GunTab asks you for a full description of what you're buying. That's so GunTab can protect you if the seller sends you something different than what was promised. Ideally, you should copy-paste the URL of a web page that describes what you're buying, like a GunBroker listing. It's okay, though, if you don't have a URL. You can type in a description. And don't hesitate to enter both. The more detail you provide, the better. Disputes are very rare, but if you need to dispute this transaction, these details will be essential. Next, you can optionally enter a quantity or a serial number or add photos. Photos are recommended if you don't have a URL above. Finally, select the merchandise type like ammunition, handgun, long gun, magazine, or parts and accessories. This helps us provide you with the best guidance for your transaction. Submit these details. Now, we're on the second step, the dollars and cents. The purchase price is the easy one. This is either the list price or your winning auction bid amount. Next, shipping and insurance. Either the seller should provide this in the listing information, or you could estimate it yourself. Maybe if you're on GunBroker, you can use the GunBroker shipping estimation feature. Sometimes sellers offer free shipping, so it's possible this is zero. Now there's the sales tax. This can be a tricky one because some sellers will need to collect sales tax from you and others won't. If you're not sure, just leave this blank and GunTab will figure it out for you. Next is deciding who pays the GunTab service fee. It's common for the person initiating the transaction to be the one to pay the fee, but that's up to you. If you feel like it's more fair to split 50-50 or even ask the seller to pay, you can select that option. Finally, you can copy-paste the seller's email address if you have it. If you don't, we'll generate a shareable link you can send to the seller on your own. Now you send it, and it goes to the seller who presumably sees all the wonderful details you added, agrees with it, and accepts your payment offer. Now your transaction has officially started. When the seller accepts your payment offer, GunTab will email you and invite you to come back to GunTab to enter your preferences for the transaction. If you're buying something that needs to be transferred through a local gun dealer, we will help you find one nearby. If it doesn't need to be transferred through a gun dealer, we'll ask you to enter your shipping address. If you need a transfer, it's your responsibility to confirm with the gun dealer that the transfer will be acceptable. If you haven't already worked with them before, just call them and walk through these checkboxes. Then, you add a payment method. And you have a distinct choice to make here. Bank accounts are free, but slow. Bank account payment processing adds a delay of 4 business days before your transaction can be shipped. And you can't use your bank account to pay until you verified it. That adds a delay of an additional 1 to 2 business days for the too small withdrawals to appear in your online banking. In contrast, credit cards don't delay your transaction, but they do have an additional surcharge. And just to be clear, GunTab doesn't make any money from the surcharge. That's just the cost of processing credit cards that GunTab is forced to pass on. Another note about credit cards. You will need to verify your credit card if you're buying something that is shipped directly to you and not to a gun dealer. But that's quick. Just log into your credit card account online to see the too small withdrawal amounts. Now the final step. You review the financial breakdown of your payment and you click to pay this total. Now you just kick back and relax. As soon as your payment has been processed, GunTab will send shipping instructions to the seller. If the seller gives us the tracking number, we'll notify you as soon as the shipment is delivered. We can actually notify you within seconds of it being delivered. It's pretty cool, especially if you enable text message notifications. Now, when your shipment is marked as delivered, that starts your 3-day inspection period. If nothing was actually delivered or what was delivered was substantially different from what the seller promised you, you need to log into your GunTab account and click the dispute button on your transaction within this 3-day period. But again, disputes are rare. In the vast majority of cases, buyers are happy with what they receive. If you're happy, you can click the accept button on your transaction to release the funds to the seller right away, or just let your 3-day inspection period expire. As soon as the inspection period is complete, GunTab sends the disbursement to the seller. Now your transaction has officially ended. You just bought something online from a total stranger without any risk of getting scammed. From all of us here at GunTab, we're wishing you happy online buying. Thanks for checking out this video. See you out at the range.